Hello and welcome to the Tower of London on Monday the 27th of July. I can't tell you how thrilled and excited I was, and I'm sure I speak for Cortland as well, when I say how pleased we were when we were able to resume public worship for the last two Sundays, the 19th and the 26th. It was really wonderful to see members of our own Christian family joining again in public worship here in the chapel. Renewing, just even saying hello and the nudge nudge on the elbow as we maintained all the social distancing and all the things that we needed to do. But it was a thrill to get everybody back together again. However, during the last 4 months, actually since the end of March, we've tried to keep you all together with our regular chapel emailing. We sent out a thought for a day on Monday, newsletter on Wednesday, and I think the technical expression that Cortland tells me is we've stitched together a service ready for you to watch on a Sunday. And let me say publicly again, my grateful thanks to Cortland, to Colin for his wonderful music, and for Debbie for organising the administration of that. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So thank you. And thank you to you for listening to us. And thank you for your emails and texts and telephone calls of both joy and the occasional comment, not criticism, on some of the things that we have said. After all, we're here not just to please you, but to provoke you and make you think as well. But this is all going to come to a halt now for the next 4 or 5 weeks during August, when by tradition the Chapel Royal stands down. We always say, when the Queen goes, we go. And so through this period we'll be stopping, and we'll be starting again at the beginning of September. And Debbie will send you out an email and tell you all about that. Now, Jesus himself regularly took time out in his ministry and regularly took his disciples out. If you remember, when he began his ministry, there were the 40 days he went into the desert. We interpret that today as Lent, and we take time out in our own ways during that period, in different ways during Lent. And at other times in Jesus' ministry as well, throughout those whole couple of years that he was ministering to the disciples and to the people around him in Palestine, he took time out to go into the desert to pray. There was those times he went into a boat to escape the crowds and just to be by himself. I've never forgotten, some years ago, I went to a talk given by the Bishop of Durham, David Jenkins, and he was talking to all the clergy, and he was saying to them there is no excuse whatsoever for clergy or for parishioners not taking a break and taking a holiday. He said that he had no time really for those clergy who never took a day off, and those clergy who never took a holiday, and also those other people who worked in industry, commerce and the arts who equally felt they couldn't take a day off. Nobody is indispensable, is what he said. And he said it's a natural thing in life to take a break and have some time out. He also went on to say that doesn't mean for a single moment, and it's a lesson that I've learned and tried to take with me throughout all my ministry, that when you're away on holiday or in a little mini break or even just one night away, as they say, a change is as good as a break, that you forget people that you've left behind. I don't think there's a day goes by when Barbara and I are away when I don't think of all of you, all the parishioners who come to either this chapel of St. Peter or the one in the White Tower of St. John. Neither do I forget about all the wonderful people who work alongside us here at the Tower of London, or my time in ministry at the Ministry of Defence main building, or my livery companies, or any of the other things where my ministry takes me. But it is right and proper, I believe, for all of us to take a break, to take some time out. Jesus said to his disciples, in one of those wonderful quotes, that you will always have the poor with you. In other words, he was saying, when you go away, when you take a break, it isn't that you forget about those your work, the situation, the poor, and all the needs of the world that are going around about you. But actually it's important to take time to restock, to rethink, and to pray. During the next few weeks, Barbara and I will be away. Cortland's going away as well, and I hope that Colum and others of the congregation will also find a chance, an opportunity to have a little bit of a change, to have something of a rest. I won't forget you, and I hope and pray that you won't forget us. And I hope and pray that when you have that opportunity and that privilege to be away just for a very short time or a little longer, you'll sit perhaps occasionally quietly as I do, and in my mind go up and down the rows of the chapel and try and remember all the people who share in this faith journey with me. I look forward to being with you again at the beginning of September, and may God bless you, and may the Lord make his face to shine upon you, and may, as always, your guardian angel be with you.